Where am I? Who are you?
Shh, it's all right. You're safe now.
Star Wars, DRESCA, what did you guys think of that? Whether you're into the franchise or not, you got to admit they really put their money behind that production. Like, it looks really good.
Great production values all around. I'm going to say something I've never said at a Wild Sound film. The makeup in that film was incredible. I don't think I've ever complimented the makeup in a film before, but it looks so good, the prosthetics on her face. The stunt work was really good, and again, often in a short film we don't get wonderful stunt work, and that was really good stunt work. Just all around, I'm not a terribly big Star Wars fan, but this film works on every level, so 2 big thumbs up from me.
Well, I thought this one held up well, especially because they're taking a very different point of view than the franchise, so they can go in a different direction when they're having some character from another point of view that we don't normally see as a protagonist.
I thought both the narrative and the film itself was really great in terms of the shorthand. So like they didn't go crazy on the costumes, they didn't go crazy on the sets. They just, few lines, enough to know exactly where you were and where you were going, and so you were allowed to focus on the story. And in particular, when DRESCA went out into the forest and they were using the camera work going through the limbs so quickly that it was disorienting to the point of vertigo, it was such a metaphor for what she was going through. I thought they did really well, and I thought, again, they stayed really close to the values of the original films.
What happened to me?
Your ship crashed after the battle. But Commander Skywalker,
They spent the money where it was important for them to spend the money. Things like the prosthetics, things like the makeup, like the production value to make it feel real, like it had the quality behind it, right? And they didn't overbear it with expositional dialogue either. They didn't weight it down with what exactly is happening. Let you fill in the pieces. They expect you to know the franchise.
I like the idea of the films, looking at it from entirely a different point of view, and maybe there's a backstory between whom we consider to be the bad people. So I'd like to see more of, I want to encourage that kind of effort.
Jump into a franchise that is so saturated, take the opposite angle, hit all the production notes, cast great people, and deliver on that. So that's a mammoth feature. That's a mammoth requirement, right? So if they didn't quite hit that note, that's fair. It's fair, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't any less enjoyable of a film as a glitz glam package, as a piece that you can see and be like, wow, there's a different take, a different perspective. That was interesting regardless. It might be maybe a proof of concept for a different angle of the entire franchise.